today.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Yeah.
And it's always, you know, the other way around. I'm usually in Allendale or Fairfax,
That
and
is
now
true.
you're here
That is
seeing me.
true.
So
Yeah.
thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, it's an honor and a privilege to be here.
Yes, sir.
And to share what's going on with the town of Fairfax. And the coffee and the conversation is one of the things that stem from the campaign, and we talked about this, and I wanted to encourage the citizens to be part of what's taking place in Fairfax. And one of the reasons for the coffee and conversation is to give them not only a chance to ask questions or to give ideas, but for us to get to know each other better.
Yeah.
And to bring the unity to the table for the town itself. And I want to encourage all of our citizens to be part of this, to come together, because this is a time where they not necessarily come to a council meeting,
yeah, but
come in a setting that's calm and relaxed, and we can all get to know each other and get answers to questions they may have.
You had a couple of these coffee and conversation meetings, so how has the feedback been so far?
It's been great. Our last one, we had a good crowd. We had good questions, good conversation. You know, we were real pleased with it, and
yes,
hope and prayerfully the next one's going to even be bigger and better.
Yes, sir.
Once people see that they have a part in it.
Yeah.
So.
And what were some of those questions that the residents asked?
Some of the questions were like the grocery store.
Yes,
you know, that's
sir.
been one of the big concerns that.
And that's one of my questions coming up later. So I'll just wait for that question. We'll go ahead.
But that's, you know, the grocery store, the budget, you know, water and things like that. Things
Yes,
that in the, you know, community center and different aspects of what's going on in the town and us moving forward.
Yeah. Do they have any ideas, more ideas to help the town move forward that you think
we
you
have,
can come?
We have a number of ideas to help the town move forward. We're, you know, as you well know, that there are a couple of industries coming to hire some people. We're looking at affordable housing, transportation, those types of things that helps our citizens as well. I've been in contact with a number of people about the grocery store, and it's not operational. The owner of the building is reached out trying to get a coalition together to open the store. So far, he hasn't had a lot of success at it.
Yes, sir.
I did have someone come into to the office a couple of weeks ago wanting to open a grocery store, but the building is the other aspect of it. Putting so much money into it was not feasible for him.
Yes, sir.
You know, and I gave him the contact numbers for those. There's two buildings, the possibility he could either buy or possibility they may consider leasing the building. But I've reached out to some grocery chains, some private-owned grocery stores. I've gotten a feedback from a couple, but I haven't gone into an in-depth conversation with them yet.
And then also something else you ran on, you wanted to kind of get a handle on the budget so you guys will be able to apply for grants and things like that.
We haven't had a budget in over a year. We right now are going through having an audit done so we can finish the budget. We have someone working on the budget. It's not completed yet. We're trying to complete our audit, which is being processed right now. And prayerfully and hopefully that'll be soon that we'll have the budget in place, and then we can know, our finances right now is not the best in the world.
Yes,
it's probably at its lowest point that I've seen it since I've been there in town. So it's not that we can't come out of it.
Yes, sir.
But it's going to take some sacrifice and an effort to do that.
Yes, sir.
And but we are getting that in place.
Okay.
And someone is working on that right now. So.
Sounds good to me.
Yes, sir.
Going back to the coffee and conversations, if folks want to join you guys, how would that happen?
All they have to do, we'll advertise it on our board out front of it, as well as the radio station, news station, whatever, to let citizens be aware that we're going to do that. We may put some flyers inside the town hall when they come in to pay the water bill or taxes or whatever. They can get a flyer. This is the date we're having it. And everybody's welcome. We've had several people already express an interest in bringing some business to town, and we're in negotiations with that as well.
Yeah.
I can't say anything until those things take
Okay.
place, but we're doing that. We're working.
Yes, sir.
We're working. I'm there every day unless there's some other conflict of interest, and my office door is open to any citizen that wants to come knock on the door and come in and sit down and have a conversation just with me.
Yes, sir.
So-
Well, Butch, thank you for coming all
Thank
the
you
way
for
here
having
to
me.
Augusta to see me.
It's a pleasure. It's always an honor to put Fairfax out to the public.
Yes,
because
sir.